If you're lost for inspiration and you just want to paint, then all I suggest you do is get your favourite paint colours, get some paint on your brush and just put it on the page and just see where that leads you. That's what happened to me today, and I really couldn't think what I wanted to do, but I knew if I got started I would find a way. So I've let that first colour dry, and then on the side I've got this paint that I'd mixed up. I was experimenting a little bit the other day and was trying to make up a really nice dark purple. It didn't really turn out very well, so I just left it on the side, and I've looked at this when it's dried and thought I can utilise that and put this paint in the negative space. So letting that dry, and I've got some gold paint. Gold's always good for when you're a little bit lost, and I thought, well, I'll just do around the edges, see where that leads me and take it from there. You can see some lovely sparkle going on here. So you could do that with any of your paints. It doesn't have to be gold. You could choose something else, but just keep going. Lots of times I'm in the middle of a painting and I think, oh, I really don't like this. I don't know where I'm going with this. Do you know that feeling? Do you ever get that? Feeling a little bit lost, not knowing where you're going? I seem to get it a lot, but I've sort of like learned through experience that if I just get the paint on the page, there's some hope. I might be able to get a picture out of this. And I just keep going until I've filled up that page and then have a look at it and see whether I like it from there. So just continuing with this black, and I'm still thinking, well, I don't know, but let's just do it because it feels really good. Just really enjoying my time just circling these gold bits. The gold is actually repelling that dark paint, so you don't have to be that careful, to be honest, so that's really good. And then I'm just going to let that dry. When you've let your painting dry, then grab some gel pens or some paint pens, anything you've got to hand. We're just going to make some marks on that dark background. So using a white pen or a light pen or the gold gel pen works really well against that dark background. So I'm just going along with it, just choosing different marks as I see, and that's what you can do too. You can just have a look at the page and just go with the flow and just see what happens from there. So you may want to have a few different colored pens, or you may want to just keep it very simple, just have, you know, one or two. But I just alternate as you go along, just filling in that spaces and just making these different shapes. Just see how it feels. Hope you get to try this, and if you like this, maybe you'll consider liking or subscribing. It really does help my channel if people like and subscribe. It just lets YouTube know that actually people are interested in this video, so it would really help. If you'd like to leave a comment, I'd love to hear what you're up to, whether you think you're going to try this, whether you have times where you're a little bit stuck in the moment and not knowing what to do. I'd love to hear from you and hear what you've been up to. So just leave me a comment and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. So adding some little box shapes here, just around the perimeter of that gold paint, and then just doing some little lines across the darker area, adding some detail here and there, and then a little zigzaggy line around this shape, just with the gold pen, and then I'm going to do it with the white pen around this shape. See how I'm just alternating, just changing it up as I go along, not really thinking about it, to be honest. I'd be lying if I'm saying, oh yes, I've really planned this out, I'm thinking about it. I really don't. I just go with the flow and just enjoy the process. So I'm just doing a little flower shape or a little star shape here and there, and some little leaf shapes, just filling them in here and there where I've put the paint and it's a little bit darker. I really love doodling. I find it really gets you in that zone where you're not thinking about anything else but putting marks down on this page. So I find that really quite relaxing. Always feel as though I'm in the moment and not thinking about anything else, which is great. Really good if you need to relax or you just want some time to yourself just to be in the moment. So I've got the gold gel pen here and just following the shapes of the gold paint. I just thought that the coloured areas just looked a bit boring, seeing as I doodled everywhere else. Why haven't they got any doodles? So just adding some doodles on top of them, just as I go, some ladder effects here and there. And then I'm just going to go around with the white pen again and do some more shapes. So just alternating that pen as I go. All of a sudden you will feel as though your picture is starting to come together. It's just a bit of perseverance, and yeah, you can start to think, actually it's looking a little bit better than it was when I first started. I'm starting to like the way it looks. So adding the white gel pen and adding some little bubble shapes inside that white gel pen. And yeah, I think I have made the right decision there. Just adding some details to those colours just gives it a little bit more depth, I think, that the painting. So I'm really enjoying doing this, and I really hope you do too. I'm sure you'll find it really relaxing to do. Lining the white bubbles with the gold gel pen, I think that helps make them look as though they're going to pop out a little bit better. And then just adding some lines in between those bubbles, just like a ladder line all the way down on each and every section. And then with the white gel pen, just adding like a brick effect. I think that's working quite well. So it just gives it that little bit more detail. So when you feel as though you've come to the end, then you may want to outline your page with, I've got a gold felt tip pen, just to give it that lovely border, and you can see the border here. So you can see the details, you can see the lustre of the gold paint, you can see how a lot more interesting it has become just because of the doodles that I've added on there. Like I said, there was no plan to this, and I think it's worked very well. And thank you so much for watching. See you soon.